I am here in my kitchen today, about to make my very first ever pie. What better way to start making pies than with a maple syrup pie? I'm starting with pure maple syrup, made here in New York State. Little known fact, some of maple syrup that you buy in Vermont, the Vermont famous maple syrup, actually comes from here in New York State. Many of the producers haul it in big 55-gallon drums and sell it to the Vermont maple syrup people, who then turn it into pure maple syrup from Vermont. So, next ingredients is a pre-made pie crust. Eventually I might learn to make my own pie crust, but right now I just started with a 9-inch basic pie crust from Walmart. Other ingredients: half cup of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of flour, mixed with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, and 6 tablespoons of butter. Anything with this much butter, you know, has to be really good. Okay, first step, dumping the maple syrup into the pan. Now you're going to heat this up until you get a gentle boil, and then you're going to stir it and keep it going for 5 more minutes. At that point, you're going to remove it from the heat, and we're going to move on to the second step. The maple syrup has come to a really nice boil. Now I'm going to let it cook for about 5 minutes and then take it off the heat. I removed the maple syrup from the stove. I'm going to drop in the 6 tablespoons of butter. And you're supposed to let the butter melt completely. Trying to clean off the knife, make sure I don't miss any butter. So we're just waiting for it to melt. Butter's all melted, so now I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Make sure you shake the heavy cream just so it's good consistency. And you're supposed to stir it in as you're doing it. So I'm going to take my little whisk, I'm going to stir. And it's starting to look yummy, 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 yummy. And slowly stirring it in so it mixes well. You're going to start seeing the maple syrup turn to a creamy color. Now the next step is you're going to take a 1/2 cup of the liquid, which sounds easier than it is. I'm going to get there. 1/2 cup, and I'm going to mix it into a bowl with the salt and the flour and my whisk, and you're just going to whisk them together. Hopefully you can see this well. I'm not Rachel Ray yet. Probably never will be, but and you're just going to whisk this up. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. I can smell this maple syrup, and it just makes me really want to eat this right now. But I probably should cook it all first. Okay, so I mixed the flour and the syrup, got it all whisked together. Now you just mix it right in, back into the regular mixture. Yummy, yummy. It's starting to look good. Now, next step is going to be crack a couple eggs. Egg number 1. If you ever watch my wife cook, she's a messy cook. So, because I'm doing this video, I'm going to join her today. And you're going to take the whisk and you're just going to stir up the eggs. Beat them up really good. Probably after my wife gets done videotaping this for me, she's probably going to beat me up for making that comment. And then, once you beat the eggs up, you're going to whisk them slowly into the mixture. And you're going to keep whisking as you're dropping the eggs in, until you get to a smooth consistency. Eggs, butter, and maple syrup. There's nothing better in the world. It's got to be super healthy. And you see what happens if you go a little too quick with the eggs. They start to turn into scrambled eggs a little bit, but that's okay. You just keep whisking. Okay, so now all you do, I got it all whisked together. It's good and smooth, and you just pour it into the pie crust. Gently as you can. I'm probably going to make a mess, but maybe not. Now it's very watery. They say in the recipe that it will jiggle up and get good in consistency to eat. Ooh, that's a pretty full pie crust. All in the pie crust. Then you're going to heat your oven to 350, which I should have already done, but I got a little slack on that. I forgot to hit the start button. So, while I'm waiting for the oven to heat up just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven for 350, and it's going to cook for an hour. Once it's done in an hour, it says it should be a little jiggly, but not super jiggly, and you should be able to slice it like a pie. You have to let it sit for 2 hours. Luckily, it's for dinner tonight if we can wait that long. All right, this is a little tricky. Here we go. Can I do it without spilling? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Ah, I made it. Not a single drop spilled. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the oven, let it cook for an hour, and then we'll have a good delicious pie in 2 hours after that. So 3 hours total. Okay, be patient, Tom. Patience, patience. It's about halfway through. You can see how it's starting to gel up. Hopefully it'll be done in quick enough that I'll be able to get a few good pictures of it. The pie is out of the oven. Looks really, really good. It's still a little jiggly, but the recipe said it might be a little jiggly to let it set for an hour to 2 hours to cool. So I'm hoping that it sets up good. Remember, even if I fail, it's a good test run for the next pie. Okay, pie's all ready. Let it cool for an hour. Here's what it looks like. Gonna put a little whipped cream on it. Lots of whipped cream. Okay, here it goes. First bite. Oh, that's so good. All you gotta do is scratch your screen and lick your screen, and you'll get a taste and a smell of how good it is. Just kidding. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to do a variety of stuff on my channel. So if you liked it, please like it in the comments section. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. And thank you to my beautiful wife for helping me film this. Love you, Karen.